my name is Drika and we're just gonna get straight into this tutorial. So the first thing is, of course, get cozy. This is my robe. I'm in love with my robe. First step is eyeshadow primer. So I'm putting this all over my eyelids and I'm going to be buffing it out with a blending brush. You know the drill, we have to make our eyeshadow stick to our actual eyeball. So the palette I'll be using is the ColourPop Dream Street, my favorite palette, literally of all time. And I'm gonna take the shade Moony and pop it right on my brow bone to highlight. I want a super rosy transition shade, so I'm going to be taking the shade Shooting Star and really buffing it into the crease and up near the brow bone, but not too far up where my highlight is. Now to play with some real color, I'm going to take this shade in the palette, this really bright poppy red with a pink undertone. It's not quite red, but it's real bright. And I'm going to place that mostly in the outer corners and blending it a little bit into the crease just so I can get that beautiful fade and that pinky hue. I literally can't stop myself from dipping into multiple palettes, so here's the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air, and I'm just going to be taking this kind of purpley red toned pinky color. I don't really know how to describe it, and I'm just going to take a pencil brush and really apply it in the outer V. I just want the look to be darker, but I don't want to use brown or black. And of course, I'm blending all that through. And now for the shimmer shimmer on the lid, I'm going to be taking this shade from the Dream Street palette on my finger because the color payoff is absolutely insane with the finger. Rather than with a brush, even while wetting it, the finger just does its trick, you know? So Twinkle, which is the shade's name that I forgot to mention before, is actually going to act as a base for the glitter that I'm about to pop on, but I want a little bit of this rosy, pinky, goldy hue to shine through the glitter. I don't know why I waited so long to get these Stila glitter and glows, but holy crap, they are fucking magical. I'm sorry if I cussed, but they are that good. They are so shimmery, so glittery, so beautiful. So I'm applying some on the lid and then I'm going to buff it out with a brush and also my finger so it doesn't look and feel so chunky on the eye, because it is still a liquid and it will dry down, but I don't want it to be so cut, creasy, and thick. The eyes are halfway done, so this is when I like to move on to the face. For primer, I'm using my usuals, Becca First Light, I was about to say Backlight, oopsie, and the Catrice Prime and Fine. These two are an amazing combo under any foundation, literally ever. The Becca just hydrates the skin and makes it feel plump and moist, and then of course the Catrice takes care of all those nasty pores that I have. And I do like to press it in with a sponge. So moving on to foundation, I'm actually going to be mixing these two, which are a dewy combo. So this is the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. These both have about medium coverage if you really build them up. So I wanted a fresh look to the skin. And I'm taking the CYO, which is my favorite natural everyday foundation, and a pump of that, putting it on my e.l.f. palette, dotting it all over my face so I can mix the two on my face so it's less messy, and then I'm just pressing that in with my Japanesque sponge. I wanted the skin to look very fresh and dewy for this look, so that's why I'm using a sponge, basically shearing out the coverage and moisturizing my skin more. That also means I'm not going to use a heavy coverage concealer, so I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way, beautifully dewy, moisturizing, but good coverage, not extreme full heavy coverage, and I'm just going to be applying a little bit of that across the under eye, and then of course I'm buffing that in with my sponge to sheer out the coverage and moisturize the under eye area just a little bit more. I feel like when I do my concealer, it's that aha moment where everything starts to come together and I'm like, I don't look like a weirdo anymore. I'm starting to look like the glam version of myself that I aspire to be. And so I am going to apply a little bit of highlighter, my cream highlighter that I always apply pretty much every day now. ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter, Flexitarian, one of my favorites. It's just going to act as a base for everything that we put on top. And of course, I'm going to highlight down the bridge of the nose, my temples, and my upper lip to give me just a fresh, healthy glow all around. Because I am a little bit high maintenance and a little bit extra, I am going to be using two powders, the Essence Banana Powder for underneath the eye. I'm just pressing that in with a contour brush actually, and then I'm taking a big fluffy brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm taking the Milani Prep Set and Glow all over the face to give me a healthier sheen. No surprise to anyone here, I'm taking butter bronzer from Physicians Formula and just bronzing and warming up the face, bringing back some color so I don't look so flat and one-dimensional. This is what I say every single time. I just like bronzer. I like applying a lot of it around the perimeter of my face. And then for this look, we are going to go ham on the blush. So this is the Peachy Love Blush Trio from Anastasia, and I'm really packing that on my cheeks, and I'm also going to apply that on the tip of my nose, and I'm really making sure that it's very vibrant but blended out so it looks like I just came back from the cold, it's freezing, I'm in Antarctica. That's the kind of look I want. I am going for that cutesy Instagram blushed doll kind of look, so I am going to take my dip brow from Anastasia and I'm going to make faux freckles with it. Actually, this brush was a little too big, so I used this eyeliner brush to make the bigger freckles, and then I'm taking this Real Techniques eyeliner brush to make the smaller ones, and I'm just taking a little bit of product at a time and just kind of dotting it all around the nose and inner cheek area. And to blend it out and soften it a little bit, I am going over it with my sponge, and also I'm going over it with blush again. So I'm setting all of that with my favorite Flower Beauty Seal the Deal setting spray, and I'm giving my face a quick spritz and onto highlighter. So I'm using this light pearly pink one from Ofra because it went so well with the look and it gave me that cutesy, icy, fresh, healthy glow. To finish up the under eyes, I'm taking the Rosé in the Air palette and taking that deep cranberry shade, and I'm running that along my lower lash line with a small pencil brush. So I'm just going to follow exactly what I did on the upper eye and do it to my lower lash line. Now taking Spark from the Dream Street palette, I'm just going to take it on a pinch blending brush and I'm going to blend that along the lower lash line to get that red hue, that red pinky Valentine's Day hue on the lower lash line, and making sure to connect it to the upper eye. And to add just a little bit of something, I decided to take the Stila glitter and apply it on the inner third of the lower lash line, and I'm blending that into my inner corner as well. I feel like this gave an extra bit of sparkle and a little bit more pizzazz to the eye look. Also, who doesn't love glitter? Moving on, I am taking a nude eyeliner from Essence and I'm going to put that in my waterline. Now this is extremely ticklish for me, but I did that for the look because I feel like it really opened up the eyes and made it look more dolly and girly. The nude liner also helps to make the eyes look less bloodshot because of all the pinks and reds that we're using on top. I am taking the NYX That's the Point eyeliner and I'm just going to line the upper lash line to get it ready for falsies. I definitely don't want anyone to see the band of the falsies, and I want it to just look like it's my natural lashes when it's really not. To prep for falsies, again, I am going to take two mascaras because I am that extra, and also because the Buxom mascara is the only thing that doesn't smudge like crazy on my lower lash line, and I don't really like it for my top lashes, so I'm using the Essence Lash Princess mascara to really give me that thickness, that volume, that length that I really want. Although it's not really going to matter too much because I am going to take some Ardell Demi Wispies. I am definitely not a pro at false lashes, not even close. I've worn them maybe 10 times altogether. But the Ardell ones are just very nice and wispy, and they just look very pretty with most eye looks. And it's not too thick where you can't see the eyeshadow, which obviously I spent so much time doing this eyeshadow, I want you to be able to see it. But the lashes just give a more flirty, feminine, girly vibe to the look. To make the lashes blend even better, I'm taking that liquid liner again and I'm making sure to conceal the lash band on top after I've applied both lashes. I rarely ever do my eyebrows on camera, so here's a little snippet of what I do. I didn't film a lot of it, but I'm taking my e.l.f. Eyebrow pencil. It's my favorite right now. Actually, it's the only eyebrow pencil I have right now because I have used up every single other one. But I am just lightly shading in where I have missing hairs, and I'm blending it out using the spoolie. And then of course I take my Essence eyebrow mascara, and don't mind me talking right here, but I like to run that through the brows so that my brow hairs can be up and awake and fluffy looking. Now, because this look is for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna add a cute little pink heart using liquid lipstick on the side of my eye. I think this just added like a cute little heart beauty mark type deal, and I just love how cutesy it made the look. So I am taking liquid lipstick, and the brush that I used made it super easy to make the heart. And then I am taking this pink eyeshadow from the Zulu palette, and I'm just setting the liquid lipstick. I forgot to do this earlier, but I'm putting some black pencil liner on my tight line so that the lashes can look more blended in with my natural lashes. We are finally at the last step, and that is the lips. I am using a lot of products for the lips, I know, but starting off, I wanted to do a gradient lip, so I'm trying to nude out the edges of my lips as much as possible. So I'm taking my favorite nude eyeliner that was unfortunately discontinued from Essence, and I am just lining the outside of my lips and not filling them in. And then just going over the edges with a really nude lipstick from NYX, and make sure that it's very nude, like almost concealer lips nude. And on the inner rim of my lips, I am taking that pink liquid lipstick I used for the heart on my cheek, but I thought it looked a little too baby doll bright pink and it didn't really match the eyes. So I took a more reddish color from Physicians Formula that still had a very bright pink undertone, and I mixed the two together. This is very complicated and too much, but I know. But I'm blending that over with my lips with the nude lipstick all over again, and then right on top I am putting some glossy gloss from Buxom. The gloss just adds that little bit of extra shine. It makes my lips look real juicy, but you don't have to do it. I like the gradient lip with or without. And that is the end of the makeup look. Of course, take your hair down, zhuzh it up, look nice, and that is the end of this glam Valentine's look. If you liked anything that you saw here, please subscribe, like this video, and I shall see you next time. Bye!